Use professional equipment to improve technology. Aerobody Time's third debut. Finally came an uncle who happened to pass by. Be a lucky audience. 10 seconds after the ignition countdown, new missile rises from the ground, but it's back in the air. Fortunately, you came down fast enough. Hanmo rushed to apologize. Who can guess? He calmly said that this was a small scene. Years of flying fighter jets like this. And then he took the missile. Found the problem at a glance. High temperature strong melt tail nozzle. This makes the missile spin. So it's proposed to give Hanmo a special kind of steel. High temperature resistance. Hanmo laughed bitterly. Because they don't have the money to buy it. It seems that dreams still need money to support them. Then Jack thought of a way. There are many abandoned railway lines in the area. Mining equipment. Selling these rails without AI wanting no money, Sao. It's just a heavy rail that needs to be cut off. Some people have to sit down and rest. But at this moment I heard the train whistle in the distance. Hanmo stunned. Railway not abandoned, Sao. I looked at Jack. But Jack also had a dead face. They scolded Jack for being unreliable, while in a hurry, trying to put the rails together, but the tracks can be torn down. I want to fix the problem. They no longer choose to keep running forward. Scream for the train to stop. Stop, 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 stop. The train turns into the ramp. This section of the railway is actually abandoned. After a false alarm, Tom says, "Look, believe me, I'm right." What he replied was a silly comment. When the tracks were sold in pieces, they ended up using special steel. In the next experiment, the missile is actually much more stable, but new problems follow. The missile always explodes. Sometimes they explode in the sky. Sometimes it explodes directly on the spot. Missiles sometimes turn into cruise missiles. After 7 failures, they speculate there must be air inside the fuel. This turned the missile into a big cannon. Friends suggest tightening the fuel, but Hanmo came up with a more genius. Use only alcohol. First they purified the alcohol from the brandy, then mix the alcohol and fuel into a paste. Then carefully pour it into the rocket on restart. Hanmo also secretly invited Miss Riley, but at the launch site, it's already crowded. The audience also frankly said he was here, especially to see their jokes. Hanmo is not angry, but said nothing, because he's worried. I don't know if the audience is flexible enough, or not. Friends cheer each other up, then Hanmo leave. The only way to guarantee 7 is not to try, but doing so can be successful if you don't try. 7 defeats, but did not experience 7 defeats. He will become a clown in everyone's eyes. How to be a hero. After the countdown is over, rockets roar through the air, soaring into the sky, slowly disappearing from sight. After seeing the missile take off at close range, make everyone cheer up. Hair also starts to feel confident. When Teacher Rainey once again send an invitation to attend the science exhibition, I firmly agree. But when you go home and announce your decision, I jumped out and told him not to bother me anymore. To inherit your legacy faithfully, like most, the most distressful family is usually BA. Fortunately, you have a teacher you trust. Miss Riley gave him a book on rocket launch principles. Although, even you can't understand some of the content. But she believes Hanmo can definitely do it. That's great, miss. I will study hard. This is the greatest gift I've ever received. With the support of this book, Hanmo's missiles are flying higher and higher. More and more people are watching. There's even reporters coming in for interviews. Put their jobs in the paper, a town that makes a living from coal mining. And finally, a handful of people are willing to use their brains. But no one can think. This newspaper really caused them a lot of trouble. Turns out the missile landed in the next town, and caused a fire. The police were worried they couldn't catch the arsonist. It just so happened that this newspaper showed them the way. Hanmo and his friends, to face the retribution. But fortunately, they're not teenagers yet. Finally released on bail. Dad 7 hopes not to mention embarrassed by Hanmo. Other friends are worse than getting a physical education. Then they go to the center. The rocket had to manually burn everything here. They're still kids and they look sad. For the first time in my life, I thought about drinking. Relief, sadness, unhappiness does not come alone. It's just tonight. There's been a mining accident. Hanmo and other family members are nervous, waiting at the mine. It was the uncle who died at home. Next to him, followed by his severely injured father. Hanmo stared furiously.